From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. The Prime Minister's not tipping his hand on who might be Canada's next ambassador to the United States. Kirsten Hillman's resignation comes at a critical time in relations between Ottawa and Washington, D.C. Prime Minister Mark Carney would not comment today on speculation that he's considering experienced business executive Mark Wiseman. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister says the federal government is making progress on the Building Canada Act, which will enable it to streamline federal approval processes to get major projects built more quickly.
Pleased that we have the Building Canada Act through and that we're making progress. Canadians rightly expect us to make a lot more progress.
The Building Canada Act was introduced on June 6th as part of Bill C-5. Justice Minister Sean Fraser says he'll speak with religious communities about the religious exemption for hate speech in the criminal code. Liberal MPs have backed a move by the Bloc Québécois to remove that exemption from the law. Fraser says he'll meet with religious communities to inform them what happens next with the bill in the parliamentary process. The Bank of Canada held its key interest rate steady today at 2.25% as the economy ends the year more resilient than previously feared. Bank Governor Tiff Macklem says during the tariff shocks of the spring and summer, the R word on people's lips was recession.
There were certainly scenarios for U.S. tariffs that could have pushed the Canadian economy into recession. Now, at the end of the year, as we get to the end of the year, the R word people are talking about is resilience.
Meanwhile, the U.S. Federal Reserve reduced its key interest rate for the third time in a row by a quarter point today to about 3.6%, but it signaled it may leave the rates unchanged in the coming months. Quebec's anti-corruption police have launched a criminal investigation of the province's Liberal Party. A spokesperson confirmed the investigation but would not comment further. Quebec Liberals face allegations of possible vote buying during a leadership race earlier this year. It's last call for many Canadians looking to get a slice of the $500 million settlement in that bread price-fixing class action lawsuit.
You have until Friday to submit an online claim if you bought packaged bread between 2001 and 2021 and did not previously accept a gift card from Loblaw. Those who filed a claim could receive $25 within 6 to 12 months after the deadline. The settlement put an end to a saga that lobbed allegations at the country's biggest grocers, including Metro, Sobeys, Walmart Canada, Giant Tiger, and Canada Bread. While these players have denied their participation, Loblaw and George Weston told the Competition Bureau they were part of the practice in 2015. Their admission wasn't publicized until 2017. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, Canada and the United States clash tonight in women's hockey at Rogers Arena in Edmonton in the third game of their rivalry series. Canadian forward Danielle Serdachny gets to play for Canada in her hometown as she works for a slot on the Olympic roster.
It's really important, obviously, for myself as someone who's competing for a spot on the team, but also just for the team confidence. I think it's super important too.
The fourth and final game of the rivalry series is set for Saturday, also in Edmonton. The only remaining unsigned player among the 5 members of Canada's 2018 World Junior team acquitted of sexual assault has agreed to an American Hockey League professional tryout with the St. Louis Blues. Blues say Dylan Dubé will report to the Springfield Thunderbirds after he receives his work visa. And in baseball news, the Toronto Blue Jays have signed right-hander Spencer Miles from the San Francisco Giants in the Major League portion of the Rule 5 draft. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.